Hey friends and fellow stackers, this is Eric. Welcome back. Well, it's the end of the month of April, so wrap up it is. Let's take a look at what I've got. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. They say it's May 1st, it's the Silver Raid 2.0. Well, I may or may not buy something today if I find something intriguing and at a price I enjoy. But I, for one, am not for mass hysteria and buying in just for the sake of buying in. I always welcome new stackers to the community and encourage anybody who's done their due diligence and research to get into stacking. I was new like you years ago and coming on 4 years of stacking. That's neither here nor there. Buying in because you want to, because you heard the message and feel it's right, I think that's great. I think targeting a day and just buying just because, I only see bad things coming out of that. People are going to buy high inflated premiums and cause premiums to go up. And the precious metals physical market is not like a penny stock that you can play around with like GameStop. I'm not a financial expert by any means. My exposure to the stock market is my 401 through my company, contributed through my paycheck. So, I mean, I don't do day trading. I'm not one to get into the details of markets, but I just don't see this working out well for people if they gung-ho dive deep in, spend all their money, and they're going to get burned. I welcome new stackers. I encourage more folks in. I'm glad to see it, but I should be a little bit more organic, getting into it and stacking over time, building a nest egg, if you will, a stack for retirement purposes, for hedging purposes, whatever your reasons are. But buying in for hype is not going to end well, and that's my spiel. In any event, being as it is May 1st, it's the wrap-up for April of 2021. Now, what you see in front of you, I didn't buy all of this stuff just this month. As you can see, a few of them are laid out just to show you the series and continuing on. I bought a total of 13 ounces this month, so let's take a look. First, I got this, and this is solely for collectability purposes, if you will. It's not really going to be like a investment or collection piece per se. And the reason I bought this, this is a 2021 Type 1 graded PCGS MS69 American Silver Eagle, and that is because I just happened to, a year or so, 2 years back, had an opportunity to buy this piece in 1986, which is the first year of issue for the American Silver Eagle, and it was an MS69. I could have gotten a 70 for the new one, but I figured for matching grades and saved myself 30 bucks. But since this was the first year of issue, and this marks the last year of the Type 1 reverse with the heraldic eagle, as you see. So just doing kind of the start and the end of the series, and I do intend when the Type 2 with the different version of an eagle comes out, getting a MS69 graded version of that one as well, just to kind of cap the start and the end of the old series and the start of the new series. Again, I said as back in January for my stacking strategy, purely for collection purposes, but I thought that would be a neat thing to do, so did decide to pick that up this month. So that's first ounce, coincides with the one I had. Next, and as you can see, I've got 2017, 18, 19, and 2020 of the Australian Silver Swan series. And as you can see here, I got the newest one. Actually, I might have that. No, that's right. This is the 2021 Australia Perth Mint Silver Swan. And you can see in the corner there, the little P5 behind the bird, indicating Perth Mint P and the 5 for the 5th year or 5th issue of the series. So this is one of the series that I'm actively keeping up with. If it's anything like the Kookaburras and the Koalas, where they change the design every year, and super low mintage, kind of hoping, just for giggles, that this series holds its value, and maybe when I get a collection of 10 years or so, might be able to sell it as a set and get some good money and take the money and run. So there you go. So that's ounce number 2. Goes with the Swans. Third, I had these two, and I had gotten these. These are Intaglio Mint. This is the Latin Allure series. These are just 2-ounce rounds. And I got these, Death Before Dishonor, Morte Prima di Dishonor, and I just thought these were cool as shit, with the motif and the styling behind them, very gothic style. So I had these two, and got these years ago, and just got them on a lark. And I come to see just recently, in fact, I'm doing this video today because some of these pieces showed up in the mail just 10 minutes ago. I wasn't going to fumble around with a box unboxing, but figured I'd just go ahead and showcase, since this is everything I was expecting for the month. Now these I did buy recently. You see Intaglio Mint. And it's funny, I had to do a double take because this guy here, the skeleton riding the horse, I thought for a second, oh my god, I already had that one, but ever so slightly different with the around the circumference of the round, but nonetheless, try and get a decent close-up there. Some pretty cool stylized gothic art if you're into that kind of thing. I find it intriguing. Next, as there's Amore Fiat, in love with money, or maybe that's Fati, fatal love. I don't know. I don't speak Latin, so there you go. But a pretty cool snake going through a skull there, holding onto a rose in his mouth. Again, if it's may not be everybody's taste, but I enjoyed it. It's just a 2-ounce round. So I got that. And this is the one that I actually saw, I want to say more than a year ago, but it was always out of stock. And these came back into stock. I got this at APMEX just because they had them in stock. I had an Alert Me set for this. But what do you think of that guy? Vicuña Non-Ollie? I don't know. Love of money. Look at that guy. It's a king crown skeleton sitting at a pretty well-adorned chair with his stacks of cash. And we know how well that goes. You'll die waiting as your money loses value. That's why we do stack silver and gold. But that guy looked pretty badass. I had to get me him. And again, another Intaglio Mint. So, there you go. Another 6 ounces. And then my first order when I got the Swan and the Graded Eagle, at that very time, APMEX was doing a, I want to say probably $2.99 minimum order. Not just for free shipping, but just straight up minimum order. So I decided to add this. This is a 5-ounce silver bar. I've got a couple of these. I like the 5-ounce size myself. So threw this in just to get over that minimum order price. And, you know, if you're going to stack metal, whatever. Would have gotten some Eagles, but we know those prices on American Silver Eagles are just obscene. And my goal was to kind of work as hard as I could to finish my monster box. I'm 7 tubes away out of 25 tubes. But I'm not going to spend the premiums. So, and yes, this is just a chunk of silver. It ain't worth nothing special if and when I go to sell it. So, oh my goodness, it's going to tone because I touched it. Who cares? 5 more ounces. So, obviously I bought this before the Silver Raid 2.0 was announced. So this isn't really anything whatsoever to do with it. But 13 ounces more added. Some for collectability's sake and some just pure stacking ounces. But that's my April. Chugging away. Hope you guys are well. Thanks for stopping by.